Okay, so this video is on exterior angle theorem of triangles. So we already know that in a triangle, all of our angles add up to 180 degrees. Well, the exterior angles of a triangle theorem says that the measure of an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the measures of its two remote interior angles. So that means this one and this one added together will give me the exterior angle. So if I add together 60 and 50, that's 110. So x would equal 110 degrees. You can check your work because we know that this angle and our 60 and 50 have to add up to 180. So if I do 180 minus 110, that's our angles A and B put together, that equals 70 degrees. So if this inside angle is 70 degrees, we know that these two angles share the same line, which means they have to be supplementary and add up to 180. So if they add up to 180, then that again would make this exterior angle 110. For example 2, you can do it the long way like we just did, finding the 70 and then knowing they're supplementary, or you can use the exterior angles of a triangle theorem, which says I'm going to take this one and this one. This one's 90 degrees. Add them together, and that's going to give me my x. So go ahead and add 58 and 90 together, and you should have got 148 degrees equals x. Well, what happens if you're like number 3? Okay, well, we know that the outside angle right here, 23, is going to equal these two added together. So you're going to set up an equation. 123 is going to equal 92 plus x. Solve for x by subtracting 92. And x is going to equal 123 minus 92, which is 31 degrees. On example 4, we're doing the same thing as the last problem. So go ahead and pause this video, work this out real quick, and then check your answer, which then should have gotten you 61 degrees. Again, you can check your work. If this is 61 degrees, we know that this whole angle in the top left corner has to be 180, which would make this 65 degrees. And then add up all your angles, so 65 plus 61 plus 54 does give you 180, so you can always check your work. Example 5, find the measure of angle DEC, they've labeled it X, in the figure below. So again, just like we did above, pause this video, go ahead and find X, and then unpause to see the answer. So your answer for example 5 should have been 95 degrees. Okay, the next two have a couple more x's in them, but you're still going to do them the same way. I know that when I add those two together, it has to equal my exterior angle. So let's go ahead and set up our equation. So 20 plus 5 plus 3x is going to equal 5x plus 7. I'm going to combine some like terms on the left side. So I have 3x plus 25 is going to equal 5x plus 7. I am now going to solve this two-step equation. (25) subtract 7 is going to give you 18 is equal to 2x. Divide by 2. So x is going to equal 9. Then it wants you to plug it back in. So we know that 5x plus 7 is going to be 5 times 9 plus 7. And 5 plus 3x is going to be 5 plus 3 times 9. So go ahead and do those calculations. And you should get 52 degrees for the first one and 32 degrees for the second one. And let's check. If I have 20 plus this was 32 degrees, that gives me 52, and that's exactly what they said that this one was equal to when you solve for it. Okay, let's go ahead and pause the video, do this last problem, number 7. Once you finish number 7, then go ahead and unpause the video and check your answers. So we're looking, this is a 30 degrees, 4x plus 2, and then an 8 plus 6x we're solving for. So when you solve for this, you should have got x was 12. When you plug it back in, the first one ends up being 50, and the outer exterior angle is 80, which makes sense because 50 plus 30 equals 80. That's all.